Okay, this is a video that is near and dear to my heart, not in a good way. Commuting. Oh my gosh. Okay, so the reason why I'm like about to go on such a rant is because I've had so many problems commuting. It just happened recently. Who am I kidding? It happens all the time to me because I double commute, sometimes triple commute, which is a nightmare. So there's not going to be any sugarcoating on this one. There's not going to be any, oh, it's really not that bad. It is that bad for me. Now, not everyone struggles with this like I do. Number one, I'm a new hire, so it's harder for me because I'm just getting in the hang of it. Some people have been commuting for years and years, so they've gotten it down pat, but I have talked to plenty of people and they struggled with it too starting off. Okay, now let me rewind a little bit because I feel like I just dove into this video saying, commuting, I hate it, which I do, but let me backtrack a little bit. Okay, commuting, the process of this. With a job like being a flight attendant, you can live anywhere and have this job. You can be based anywhere and have this job. So I'm going to use me personally for the airline that I work for, which you guys know. One of our bases is Minneapolis and one of our bases is Atlanta. Now, when I first got this job, I assumed that you could be a flight attendant and commute into any airport that was anywhere in the world. If there was an airport, then you could fly out of that airport. I had no idea that you were based somewhere. So I got the job, and my home airport, I was thinking, okay, I'll just fly back through that airport because there was Delta connection planes, which there is a difference between Delta connection and Delta mainline, but that's another video. So I was like, okay, well, I'll just fly into my home airport or my trips will come through there. Now, it doesn't work like that. I got based in Minneapolis, which was one of the options for us out of training. There were more, but that's the one that I ended up deciding on. Atlanta wasn't an option for me at the time. That base was closed. So I have had to double commute, sometimes triple commute, which means I fly from my home airport to Atlanta, from Atlanta to Minneapolis. Now, going base to base is difficult because there are so many people that are doing it. There are so many flight attendants that need to get through that way, and if you guys know anything about airports or flying, coming in and out of Atlanta regional, or Hartsville I think it's called, it's hard. Like, there's always weather, it's crazy, it's busy, it's packed. Woo! My home airport only had connection jets for Delta, which a lot of people don't realize there's Delta mainline, Delta connection. And I would have to wait on a passenger seat because I cannot jump seat on those. Now, jump seating is basically a flight attendant's life, pretty much. We sit on the jump seat whenever we are working a flight, which means that seat that might awkwardly face the passengers, or the seat in the galleys in the back or front, or they're located all throughout the plane. That's our seat, our jump seat. You have to be qualified to sit on it. Only flight attendants can. So that's like our go-to, because if a flight is booked, we can book the jump seat and still get on that flight, and that's how we're able to non-rev a lot. And non-rev basically just means like we don't pay for our flight tickets, so we're non-revenue passengers. Okay, I don't need you in this video. I stay in a crash pad, and my crash pad mom has a cat, so hey buddy. I call the cat Batman. I honestly don't even know its real name, but he'll be there. So anyways, what was I saying? Non-revving is what we do. So we try to book the jump seat as much as possible to get to work, to get from work, just because that's like a confirmed seat. Trying to fly standby, which is the process of waiting on a passenger seat, can sometimes be really stressful because, well, who am I kidding? It's always stressful because you're thinking, okay, I really need this seat to get to work, and then you find out it's oversold or it's overbooked, or some other airline has had a problem with their plane and they had a mechanical, so now they're sending all of their passengers to Delta, which that does happen. This is not me tooting the horn for the company that I work for, but it is a little bit. Our planes are really reliable. Some of them are older, some of them are outdated, but they fly and they get in and out. Now, we do have mechanicals, we do have, lightning strikes, things do happen, and there are reasons why other airlines send their people to our planes, but that's just one of those crazy scenarios where you can't help it. You can't do anything about that. It happens. So then they are all on that flight. Okay, I'm recording, so you gotta get on the ground. Okay, so then they're all having to be on that one flight that you thought you were getting on, and now you're out of luck. So with commuting, you have to really be a planner, and you have to really be tedious about it. Commuting is a second job in a sense, because there's this whole like bidding process and like steps that you go through to get the jump seat, and then to check flights and check the loads and see how many passengers are on that one. So do you have a good chance of getting on there if there's this many open seats? So the easiest thing is to book the jump seat. Now, like I said, for me, I can't always get that because the particular airplane that flies from my home airport to Atlanta didn't always have a jump seat. There was only one mainline plane that would come through, and a lot of times I wouldn't get it. I have missed so many flights, it is not even funny. And it's not even, sometimes it has been poor planning on my part because I didn't get there early enough, or I didn't get there on time. I actually missed, and for flight attendants that watch these videos, you guys know how serious it is to like get to sign in on time. I missed a sign in on time, and I'm on my probationary period. So that was like, I mean, I had this long talk with my manager, and she was so sweet about it because she understands the struggle, but it's just like so scary. Well, not scary, excuse me, not scary, but so annoying to me that that I'm trying. I've made all these plans to get there on time, had backup plans just in case something went wrong, and I still could not get on that flight to get to base. But it's just like you can't do anything about it. I don't let myself stress about it, just because stress is just such a useless emotion to me. It's pointless to like just get so stressed out over things all the time. And I only learned that recently after flight attendant training, that it was just like, why am I even stressed out? Like, whatever's gonna happen, it has happened. I've done all that I can to you know, try to make the best of it. So now it's in God's hands. But basically, I just hate commuting. This video is just me ranting about how much I hate commuting. Once I had to go from Minneapolis to Milwaukee, from Milwaukee just to get to Atlanta because the flights were so overbooked that day. It was a weekend. I was off the next 5 days. I was trying to get home. I spent an entire day trying to get to Atlanta so I could go home. And it was just, I mean, it irritates me because I try not to do it in uniform anymore, just because I get asked so many questions when I'm in uniform just sitting there. And I'm a nice person, so I'm not one to like, you know, say I'm not working or leave me alone, blah blah blah. Like, I'll answer people's questions, but it's just like I just want to like sit there and be on my phone and do my own thing and not be thinking about work or thinking about the flight or any of that. I just, you know, it can just be irritating. But what what am I supposed to say in this video about commuting? What is the positive thing about commuting? There's positives in everything, so let me think of something. I mean, you can essentially with this job live anywhere and go and get to work. And now that I have switched bases, I guess I'll bring that up in this video. I got my transfer 3 months in. I was not expecting it at all. I got transferred to the base of my dream, which the flying for me might not be as great because I'm so junior, but honestly I don't even care because it means only one commute. So that is good for me. That's really good. I'm really excited. It's gonna make the job so much easier. But yeah, I know I've mentioned this maybe before, but I got my transfer. So commuting should not be as hard, but if it is, I will be doing a second video ranting about this. But I mean, what can I say? It's just having to plan and backup plan and have all these like just in case options to commute, and then they all go wrong. That's what gets to you, is the fact that you've done all this planning and you've done all this. And honestly, it's because I double commute that makes it hard. If it was just one straight flight there and back, it wouldn't be so bad. All I would have to do is check one thing. But because I have to check 2 and 3 sometimes, and then make sure all those times coordinate and line up together, that's what was driving me crazy. But that's me ranting about commuting. So yeah, non-revving means you're a non-revenue passenger, basically. I mean, flight attendants, for my airline, we don't pay for any. I have heard some you pay the taxes, but I don't pay for flights, so I can't really complain, you know. To an extent, it's like, oh my goodness, don't be such a diva. Like, you're so upset you didn't get on that flight, but how much did you pay for your ticket? Oh, okay. So in my head, I always like have to check myself and say, hey, you can't be so upset because, you know, it's not coming out of your pocket or anything. But I have gotten a lot better at non-revving. I'm always calling scheduling and my manager and asking questions and trying to like make it a lot easier myself than it has been, just because I've had so many bad experiences with it. But like I said, now it's not going to be so bad, I hope. But yeah, that's my rant about commuting. It wasn't supposed to be a rant. It was supposed to be informative. I hope it was, but I just haven't had a good experience with it, so I have nothing good to say about commuting. I hope you guys didn't hate this video. I know it's not my normal like, hi, let's be positive. It was whatever, it's just not a good thing for me. But thanks for tuning in. Make sure you guys follow me on all my social media. I'm so close to 1K, so I'm really excited about that. I was hoping to reach 1,000 followers before, or subscribers before I get to my birthday, which is November 14th. So that's super exciting, and thank you guys so much for being so sweet. Your snaps, your emails, comments, you guys are great. I'm glad that you don't mind the phone videos as well, because it has been kind of difficult with moving and everything for me to just constantly get videos up. But thank you guys for tuning in. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.